I survived 200 days in Minecraft's Cobblemon mod. I capture and obtain various legendaries including Moltres, Palkia, and Darkrai. I also start breeding for my shiny Lucario, which has been one of my biggest goals since the start of my series. So stay tuned to watch me do all of that and also make some overall progress in the PokeDex. Let's get into the video. Alright, it's been a little bit since my last Cobblemon 100 days video, so I'm gonna start off. And the goal for this video is probably gonna be upgrading my base a lot and getting some really cool Pokemon. I'm currently holding an egg because since last video the server has implemented breeding, so that's going to be something we can explore too, which will be a lot of fun. But this is my old base and I think it's probably time we move out of here, so I do have a new area set up, which is in this big jungle biome. I've only made this little bridge so far and haven't done much of anything. I also got many of my tools, so I'll probably go ahead and start building this area up. And to do that I'll start by chopping down all these trees that are in the way. My dex percentage did not change at all, though I'm still at 65%, so I can definitely go around and find some more and try to get to maybe 70 or even 80. Okay, so as some of you may know, I've been spending hundreds of hours trying to get a shiny Beldum or Riolu. But with the addition of breeding added to Cobble Cove, that means we can actually breed for one, and it's going to be a lot more reliable than finding one in the wild. We also have a shiny boost active right now. My goal right now is going to be trying to buy a Riolu at some point off of somebody that has good IVs. And then we're going to breed those Riolu together over and over again until I get a shiny one. It's not going to be easy, but that's going to be the only way I can get one. Okay, I asked Enchant offered a money prize. I just said 50,000, but I'm willing to pay more too, because I want to get every single breeder I have eventually with Riolus in it. I still think this will probably take a very, very long time, unfortunately, but at the moment it is the best I have. There's also some other things with breeding that I could explain, but for now I'm just going to leave it out for simplicity reasons. But essentially I can higher my shiny rates by getting one from somebody else. I also think maybe it's time to find some new Pokemon, but it also may be more worth it to just look at which ones I'm missing and then go for them. Ooh, a red Metapod. Interesting. I will definitely take a shiny, so let's catch that. I'm not sure if it will be very useful to me though. But nonetheless, a shiny is a shiny. And that means we are currently at 10 shinies, including my Geodudes that are breeding right now. So that is pretty exciting. Alright, I did a little off-camera building. Nah, I'm just playing, but I did actually do some off-camera building. I bought a lot of this stuff from the store, and I just wanted to go for like a really weird designed base. Like, I just wanted to look really wonky, so I came up with like walls with different colors and like an attempt to like a gradient in the middle of a different color. This one was going to be stone, this one would be another color. Honestly, I'm kind of liking the idea, so I'm going to keep building like this. If it stinks, whatever, I don't really care. I also have a gradient going on in the floor in here, so it's kind of, we'll go from like stone to like all the cobbles and take up the whole floor. But I need to finish the outline for that. I've also been working really hard to get all my Riolus ready. So if we go ahead and go in here, you guys can see we have 4 pairs of Riolus ready to breed. The best of which being 74% male and 67% female. And we do have a female prankster ability right here, which is apparently the hidden ability, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I just need a place to place those down and we can start breeding them, and I can hopefully get close to my quest of eventually getting a shiny Riolu and Beldum, but we're going for Riolu first. Beldums are pretty hard to find in the end, so I'll definitely do that too, but for now it's the Riolu first. I also didn't want to build too much on camera, but I'll probably continue building it off camera. I just wanted to give an update on the breeding plans because they're actually going pretty well. I also have this shiny Meowth, which is in the same breeding category as Riolu. And breeding a Pokemon with a shiny on Cobble Cove gives it an extra chance for the egg to be shiny too. And I don't have a shiny Riolu yet, obviously, so I can't use that to breed. So that's going to be something I definitely look into. I'm not sure if I will do it, but also I'm getting a lot of berries in order to evolve those guys. So let me see what berry gives. I have some Hondu berries right now. This berry gives happiness. So like, how much is a Hondu berry on the shop? That's what we want to check. Maybe what do we need to buy? Hondu. There we go, right here. 50 each. So like, what? How much does a stack cost? Oh, 3,200. Well, let's buy some, but maybe the price of that should be raised. Buy some while you can, everybody. I'm gonna stack up on honeydew berries personally. And then I'm gonna evolve all those Riolu as well. So let's start with the males. I guess I can show you guys this process. But I'm probably gonna wait for day because that's when Riolu evolves. We've also got a breeding booster on, so if we get these breeders set up quick, we can start breeding while that is in motion. Let me continue building all these things though. I've just been buying stuff from the shop, using some blocks I already had. We're gonna want to buy some stripped dark oak. Let's just buy a bunch of it. And we need some more trapdoors. Just a little reminder in the middle of the video here, guys. Cobble Cove, you can join it. There's info in the comments. It's an awesome server. It's growing every day. There's lots of cool features. And there is stuff you can buy in the store like ranks, but every single feature is able to be earned in-game for free, so you don't have to spend any money to be on the same playing field as everybody else. But buying something does indeed make you progress faster, so we'll give you a little bit of a boost. Anyways, let me get some stairs too, and I'm just gonna keep building this outline. Like I said, I don't want too much building to be in the video, so I will go ahead and finish more of this alone. I just want to give an update on what I'm doing, because if my entire base was built, then the off-camera mining would be a little bit too much. And that's just a joke. I didn't actually do any cheating or anything, because that's what that joke usually means. I'm just messing around because I didn't record any of it. Anyways, I'll see you guys again soon. I need to pick a block for this wall as well. What looks good next to gray? Who knows? Alright, I have continued building, and I just finished an outline for this big house that I have. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more colors placed here. I'm not sure what I'll... Maybe actually this one should be higher too though, for this whole thing can be boxed in. Yeah, that actually could be possible. Let me try that. I wasn't thinking about that. Then this could go up another layer too, which would be kind of cool. The only problem is that this doesn't line up with the other side over here. So we need a way to kind of connect these, which I think would just be on this roof layer. We can just have some of these blocks closing it off. And one more block, I believe, would be good. Now I have to break multiple of these because I had to place it to place that one. And is that lined up? I think that is, yeah. So this will kind of close off this roof area, I think. And this can be like an extra room at the rooftop. It'll be really cool. Like a penthouse type of thing. Maybe not exactly penthouse, but you guys get the idea. Also, when I've been placing two things of spruce, I've been placing the oak logs in the middle, so I'm going to do that right here as well. I think it adds some texture and color, makes it look cool. I'm probably going to go through and gradient all of it after as well, though, but just for now, natural blocks and some oak. Alright, so now I just place it straight here through the middle. There we go. Just like that was the plan. And let's just block this off like that, I think, the roof thing. Alright, I do think that is good. I'm gonna have to go mine for more iron for the anvils too. That'd be a pretty boring process to watch, I can't lie. Unless you like mining, then I guess it wouldn't be boring. I need some more trapdoors. I've gone through a lot of them in this build. And I know this might not be like the most pretty build, but I just went for a big scale and lots of colors. That was the idea. And I think it turned out pretty well. I've also got to mine out this bottom layer of grass where I can place that stone gradient, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. And one more little thing is just fixing the terrain around the base, because I kind of built my base floating on it for now, so I've definitely got to fix that up. And with some of those berries we bought, let's go ahead and level them up. I'm just at spawn right now. And we're gonna click it until it says Riolu is ready to evolve. Alright, well, all of them have percentage names, but it is Riolu in there. 74% M is ready to evolve. Something about this seems awfully degrading. Alright, Lucario has evolved. We have the first one. Let's do the second one, 72%. Oops, I accidentally took him back in. Yeah, I said I'd let you guys watch this, but feeding berries to Pokemon, evolving them, are not very interesting. And with this one being done, we have all 4 of the male Riolus evolved into Lucarios, which means they're ready to breed, because you cannot breed baby Pokemon. So now we've just got to get some more berries out, and let's reorganize these in terms of highest IV. Alright, there we go. Now we have to do the female Riolus. So let me grab some more of these out of my ender chest. I'm gonna stock up on more of those berries, probably too. Take advantage of them while I can. Why can't I insta-feed the berries to this one? I don't know. I'll tell you guys when all of them are ready to evolve too, but I'm not sure. Oh, it still is daytime, nice. I'm gonna go as fast as I can. And all the female Lucarios are ready too. Let me organize all of them again in my computer. 67, 63, 55, and 60. Alright, there we go. All of them are in order again. Now I've got to do some more work on my base, which is going to include doing that floor, I think. Also, my weather sounds off, so it's kind of creepy. Or, not maybe creepy is not the right word, but... Alright, I need to buy some more stone brick from the shop. And once I finish the stone brick, I'm going to do cobblestone, then andesite, then stone. I think that'll be a nice gradient for this floor. I just got to try to do 1/4 of the floor with all of those blocks. Alright, well, if stone's going to be last, I'm going to place this stone over here so we can get a better idea of what 1/4 might actually look like. I think that will actually help me a lot, too. Alright, for this stone, I don't think that's too bad, but let's try to place the cobblestone now. I could always make a change if I need to. Also, I wanted to have a pathway through the middle, like a really cool, like, hallway. But I'm realizing now the floor is mostly going to be cobblestone. That's the only problem with this gradient floor if it's not fully open, but I could always change as well. I'm just going to do this at first. And I don't mind if blocks, like, look the same. It's just, like, I'm a little worried about what that may look like to the build in general. But again, shouldn't be too big of a deal. I could always mix in some colors in the middle. Okay, I placed this big white stretch in the middle of this thing. Honestly, I think I should just go with a random block gradient instead. This wasn't a bad idea, I just think it didn't end up working out. So, let's go ahead and change that. Alright, everybody, welcome back. I did quickly replace all of this stuff, so the whole floor is just a general gradient now. It did not take me too long at all. There's some extra blocks I forgot to throw in my disposal. I was just started laying out just really quickly here a pathway that I could use. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but I am trying to see if I can build a downstairs like hallway here. So for this area, I probably want to have a second floor, of course. Is this enough room for a second floor though? I can't really be any lower than that. So I guess the second floor would have to be something like right here, would make the most sense. And then I could continue just placing this kind of stuff all the way along here. I'm just wondering if this is gonna look good. I want to just build a little test area. Okay, I am needing to do a little bit of work around here. Let me grab this, like a crafting table, and let me make some stairs. Okay, I've come up with a design that I like a little bit, which is just basically these stair walls for there's some extra depth, and then I also think it's kind of cool to have like this little stair pedestal. I might change the block to quartz or something. We can have some display cases throughout the hallway, and we can display some like rare items and stuff, which should be cool. And for the settings right here, or not settings, for the wall, I could have some stairs slowly slope the roof up like this, for it kind of gives it more of an enclosed vibe, which I think will really help too. I'm really liking how this is coming along. This is going great. I also need to buy some more blocks to continue building all this stuff, so let's go ahead and do that. A couple stacks of the spruce. And I'm gonna keep building these hallways, but I also need a doorway right here, so that's why it's kind of tricky now. And right here is gonna be a ginormous wall, all the way out until this block. Yeah, these blocks is where the wall will be. So if I can just outline this for now. Yeah, we have a 4 wide doorway right here we could have. This is such an awkward shape to work with, that's why it's tricky. I also don't know what I'll do for this yet. Let's just cut these middle blocks off. What kind of space is this? Yeah, I mean, what if we try a duplicator right here? I mean, the doorways don't have to be perfect. Do they look kind of weird, or will they look weird? This looks like they probably will, but let's try to get some more structure to see how bad this really will look. We're working with a unique shape on this building, so things are not going to be lined up perfectly. Let me just bring all these blocks to the top floor. Okay, there we go. Again, I'm just trying to see what the hallway vibe looks like. Does it look too awful, or does it look pretty normal? Is what I'm currently trying to see. Alright, 2 middle log blocks there. And this would be the other 3x3 doorway. But no, I guess we could just have this door right here. Oh yeah, but technically this whole thing is going to be boxed in from the wall. Okay. Kind of getting a feel of what the shape will be. Oh wait, no. This one isn't gonna be like that. This one will go all the way to here. And then this block will be some kind of wall again right here. And then yeah, this one too. Alright, this is gonna be hard to plan out, but I'm trying my best. Okay, and for the display cases, I think we could use this stone, because that's kind of what this is made out of. Or maybe even stone would look better. Let's try just regular stone. It is what the floor is made out of though, so it could end up being a little bit weird. Let me stone my display case. Yeah, it actually kind of looks closer to stone brick now that I look at it. Let's try stone brick. Alright, a stone brick stair and a stone brick slab. Alright, also if we use these blocks we can have the stair form, so it'll look like a little more like a pedestal. Oh yeah, those match like perfectly. Okay, let's use stone brick then. We can have a couple of cool items across on these little boards, which I think would definitely look awesome. I could also make them floating like this. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I could make them float. I could still make them float. Here, let me get this design ready. Okay, I'm still building, but I think it's probably a good time to do some mining. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and get a bunch of iron so I can make all the anvils I need. And also make some chains because I was gonna try some floating display cases. But to make them float, I need chains to do that. So we need iron for that and all the anvils. So I'm gonna keep running around this cave I dug into and grab every single piece of iron I see for a while here. Alright, I'm hatching an egg for somebody in my offhand, but I just got back from a mining trip. And look at all this iron I got, a lot of stuff. So I should be ready to craft all the things I need. Let me go ahead and place a furnace in here. 6 of them should be good. I smelt 6 stacks of iron at a time. We need 1 stack of coal and 1 stack of iron in each to start. And we'll have even more left over after that. Not much, but we still have more iron left nonetheless. Oh, so this is like what the grand entrance looks like from this side, which I think is pretty cool. It's a really cozy inside. And then over here, I think will be the breeding room. But I have to make the interior for that. And I also need to pick a color for this wall, this wall, this wall, this wall, and this wall. You guys already know that though. So I may go ahead and look through the shop and try to pick some colors for these. I'm not sure how easy that will be. I just need to find some matching colors again, which honestly isn't that difficult. I decided right here we'll try to do a black one. So we're going to do black wool with probably black concrete powder in the middle. Okay, I made 36 chains, so let me show my idea and let's see if it's good. I'm just going to hang these up. You know, one thing that could actually make them look even cooler is, I just thought of this. I just need a couple pieces of fence. Oops. Okay, that's the wrong item again. Okay, like well, that actually connects to the bottom there, so never mind. But we could try it at the top. Like at the very top right here, we could have, if this breaks, a fence hanging it down. But I feel like the chain may just look better if we end up going with this. Alright, so that's what it would look like hanging. I don't know, it's very interesting to say the least. I wish I could have the blocks not connect to though, if we could have some of the fence mixed in. We could do like every other block as a fence. Try to add some different color in there. Something like that. I don't know, does that look good? Guess this probably looks good either way, but I don't know, maybe I will do that just because it adds a little more character to the base. And as for lighting, can I add in some lanterns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, we could just have them at the posts. That's every 5 blocks. Then one more right here. I just need to make sure we're in the middle. Oh yeah, that is the middle. And then these are more tricky, but you can just have one before you go outside and one before you enter this room. And then this room we'll decide on later. Now I need some soul lanterns, which takes like some soul stone to make, so I have to buy them from the shop, so I'm not gonna place it right now. The first thing I can do today is place some soul lanterns down in my base. And then I can keep those in my inventory for now and continue building the other rooms. Yeah, I guess I was waiting. I need to pick more blocks. I only have this black laid out so far. Also, if I'm not going to be using the area, I want to block it off so that spawns don't get messed up. I don't want Pokemon spawning in random areas that I can't get to. So I've got to make sure to fill in every single crevice, which I think I did. Yeah, okay. They all should be filled in. And for this room, I'm not actually sure what to do, because all the rooms are going to be a little bit different in size. We have like the plan for this so far, but I need to start building that as well. I guess the big problem I'm having is, well, I guess I'm not having any problem necessarily. Let's go ahead and fill this in. Then I can work from there. This hallway is going to be bigger just because, I don't know, that's just how this hallway is. So what if we like place it all the way to over here? I don't know, just an idea. We could have this there too, maybe. And then the roof for these blocks would be right around here. So let me buy some more stripped oak. Or it doesn't have to be stripped oak, just any stripped block. And stripped oak actually costs more, right? No, it's the same exact price. Never mind. All right. So I probably want to do some stairs here again for it doesn't look ugly. And how many blocks do we have to work with on this floor? If this is where the roof is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's not too bad. I can definitely make something with that. Up here won't be useless. I've been having some trouble deciding what I want the inside of this breeding room to look like. I was thinking of having random colors. I was thinking of a lot of different things, but what if we just have the stair design, but like cool colored stairs? I don't know. I think I might try something like that. So we can fill this in then, because all this isn't going to be visible. And we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in between each one and making an area for them. So this would be here again. Ooh, 5, 5. Okay, and then what else do I do from here? 5 more blocks. This is going along pretty well, I think. I'm going to lose out on some room, but very little of it. Actually, wait, what if I just do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, that's not right counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Oh, that's not enough room at all. I could do like 6 blocks in between them, but I wanted to stay even, so we're just gonna have the room be a little bit smaller than it technically could be. And then we'll have this entrance right here, which will be 2 blocks wide. There we go. And then I guess we can just have, I don't know, maybe blocks in between this. So this would be where the other corner is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's 11 divided by 2? I had 5 blocks each. Oh yeah, that's actually even with everything else, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can fit all of our breeders in here, which is good. Okay, so 1 pasture block would go here. 1 pasture block would go here. 1 pasture block would go here. And the last one would go right here. Alright, perfect. So this is what it would look like, all of our breeders. Which I think looks pretty good. Obviously, it's gonna look different than this because I need the walls still. And I'm thinking for these middle pillars, why don't we do kind of like a fence design so it feels more roomy in here. I know you guys don't know what I mean, but I will show it in one small second. Okay, so this is kind of what the room I think I want it to look like. Just like random stairs that continue that really weird like color vibe I'm going for. There's gonna be really sporadic colors. So I'm just using a bunch of different types of wood. I know it doesn't look like maybe aesthetically pleasing, but I just want it to look wonky is the main goal for this place, honestly. So that is what I am going for. I also want to place a fence post along all these now so I can get in and out easily. But real quick, I'm going to finish all the stairs and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, and you know, it isn't as open as I thought it would be. But do I like it? I don't know, I think it looks fine. Is it as awesome as I imagined? Not really. I think it kind of gives off that like really weird look that I wanted that is just so random. I might change it with like clay in the future. Who honestly knows? But for now, I think it's time I put in my Riolus to each of them and we can let them breed. What the heck? Why are my Riolus in the wall? After some executive checking, they came out the wall, but that is not intended, so we might have to move these breeders eventually, so I'll keep my eye out upstairs for a better spot to keep them. Alright, we're gonna have to push the other ones in here too, because if not, they're gonna go into the other pen. Can they just jump over them too? It doesn't seem like it. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's working for now, so I'm good with that. All the Riolus are in there. Let's keep a spot upstairs open for breeding, because I do think I'll actually end up moving that, because that is not how I imagine it probably would be. I didn't know like the spawn radius. I want it to be easy in the future, but I'm sure there could be some other cool room. I'm gonna leave them there for now though, because that's like my main goal, to get those Riolus starting to breed. And as for this staircase, well, I didn't even say that yet, but I'm gonna build a staircase here, I think, so you can get up. So this whole room might just be for a staircase, which would be pretty cool. I need some wood for that though, of course. To build stairs, you need wood. To build, you need blocks. And I have no idea where my storage room might be. I could also just have the breeders outside. That might also be a good idea. Let's have some temporary storage over here. I feel like that could be cool. I just love how these colored blocks look. That was why I had the idea for the base in the first place. They just give us such a cool vibe. So many different colors everywhere. But how much do I need to get up these steps? How many blocks? Let me just place one wall right here. Will we make it all the way down? Ooh, we will make it down. With how much room to spare? If this is all filled in because it's next to the stone, that would be 3 blocks spare. Okay, yeah, we can definitely work with that. I did mess up this though, unfortunately. So I guess we have to have this floating. What if I do I'm not sure how to make this staircase, like what design. For now, I'll just make it float with blocks. I don't know if I should make it upside down stairs or what. Okay, that is pretty good. I don't know if I'll bring this out block too, but as long as we have a staircase that works, I think it's okay. So with that staircase being right there, you can also probably replace some of this for it's all just normal blocks. I don't have to have the pillars around here. It was just a temporary thing. I think some places the pillars will look cool. Like on these blocks, for example. All this will probably fit in well. There's also a breeding and shiny boost on now. Nice. So our Riolu's in there are going to have a nice little boost. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. In order to breed, you need to click these. Activated pasture breeding. We need to right click all of these. And then it'll tell us when we have an egg and we right click it. I almost forgot that step, so we almost wasted the entirety of the boosts. Well, I could have wasted them, but luckily they're all activated now, so we should be good. I'm going to continue building. I'm just having some trouble planning this room out, so it's taking me a little bit to go ahead and decide, but I will decide nonetheless. I think I could just do something like this. Again, just with some spruce walls. You know, I could just have stairs in the middle again, too. Just the spruce. I feel like that makes a pretty good wall texture. It just gives a nice little indent. It keeps the warm feel with the spruce, too. So I'm going to try that. And it's easy to replicate on a big scale, so if I just craft a bunch of stairs, I can finish placing all of these and complete more of the walls. So my base is coming along pretty quickly. I also saw in chat a second ago that 2 of my eggs are apparently done. So why don't we go check on that? There's 1, and there is 2. Okay, I'll be waiting for the other ones to complete as well. And they should hatch faster because we have those boosts on. The boost makes it hatch faster and breed faster. This may be the time we get the shiny Riolu. Hopefully. Guys, we just got another egg too. Alright, there we go. We now have a lot of eggs that we need to hatch. I'm still trying to build the walls of this place where I can really get it, I don't know, just organized or something, for lack of a better word. Like, there we go. I think this already helps a lot, this whole wall being here. It opens up into this big place. Should we have more of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then that's 1, 2, 3 again. I mean, I don't know. Is it a big deal? Who knows? I'll keep them like this for now, but I can always change it too. I don't really have any serious plans for the upstairs area, so I don't mind if I end up changing something. Also, as for these things, what I should do with this? Might just slab off the roof. Oh, another egg too. We gotta go get that. Let's see, how would a slab the roof look from above and below? I mean, it's okay. You can't see it very well anyway. And from below, I think it looks great. So we'll probably just will do the slabbed roof. So that means on this block, we'd have even more of them. Let's start making some of those to get even more of a feel for the look. I think this is the block it'd start. Yes, it is. And then slabs would start here, go all the way across. Okay, perfect. We need some more stripped spruce across on this side, I think, just to continue the look here and make it look better. There'll be something else in this room too eventually, but for now I'm gonna buy, well, I'm gonna get the egg and then I'm gonna keep placing in the stairs because I want to finish this bottom side as soon as I can. I just went ahead and checked all my Riolu's IVs. I cleared chat so I actually can't show, oops, but all of them are pretty bad. None of them are better than the ones I have, so we're gonna throw all of these Riolu away. Just release them all. If you guys want to have Riolu, feel free to leave a comment. Maybe I'll give some Riolus out or something. Who knows? Anyways, one more egg in there, looks like. Nice. Now we've got 2 more still. But just after I'm building 2, I feel like I've been doing pretty good. Just getting more stairs and I'm bringing all of these up to the top of the roof. Also, for right here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, so I'm just going to break it. How big is this doorway? I almost think, should we make the doorway smaller? I don't know. Oh, these blocks have to be here, okay. So making the doorway smaller probably wouldn't help much, but we could. What would it look like if we did this? How do I do the roof of this then? Not sure. Well, this keeps it in a square, so maybe we shouldn't break the square. We should just leave it like this. Then for it looks good from the bottom right here, we can have 2 pieces of oak. And then the top would just basically go around with the stair. Would that look okay? I mean, it doesn't necessarily look good, but I'm not sure. I don't really have a better idea. I found a new Pokemon outside my house. So let's catch that for the dex percentage. And I also have some more eggs, so let me get them out. Okay, I guess there's only one for now, but we have 4. I'm just gonna be putting them in a chest and I'll hatch them later, and I can show all the results off. Hopefully we get some real loose from them. I mean, all of them are real loose, but I mean like a shiny or higher IV. And I just caught that new Pokemon. I didn't go up a dex percentage or anything as far as I know, but... Oh no, we did, 66%, nice. I will just leave them over here on a random page. Okay, I got another egg too, so let me grab that. Okay, I was thinking for this main room, what if we make it go to the stair, then a slab, then trapdoors for it slowly gets closer? Or not slowly gets closer, but it slowly gets smaller and smaller. Let's see how this looks now. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. And actually, these walls still need stairs. Oops, let me do that too. These ones are really easy to place because they're right against the wall. Just don't have to line it up, really. I also just added this doorway with these things here too, and I think that makes it look even better right here. And this is just a doorway, so I don't think it'd be a big deal if we actually just block this whole thing off. Like, what if it's just full spruce wood up to here? Yeah, honestly, I think that looks pretty normal and fine. So let's fill in this too, so we don't have anything spawning back here. Then, I mean, I'll just leave it like that for now, because I don't actually know what we're doing with the roof entirely. I do need a couple more slabs placed above me, so let's take all the extra wood I have and make some of those so we can finish this roof. Oh, 2 more eggs are down there as well. Oh, so right here would be a pretty good spot to box in, I think, with some stairs. So I'm gonna do that right now. Like, all these can just become blocks. The stairs will be placed on top of here, and I think that is good. Let me actually count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This should be a spruce block for everything to be even. I think so. And then we can have another line right here to match it on the top. Alright, everything is going really, really well so far. Yeah, then the whole top looks the exact same, except for over here, which is still in progress. We're working on it. And now, with all of these placed, this is what one side looks like, and this is what the other side looks like. I think it looks really, really amazing in here, so I'm glad it's working. And this other side of the base is basically done. I just need to do some walls and stuff, but I don't actually know what I'm going to put over here yet, so I don't mind not finishing it right now. And then this side obviously is also a work in progress. These are going to be walls, so we need to finish those 2 walls. I'm going to leave the rest of this open until I do that. And this is where the anvils would go, but since I don't have a place to look over, should I not place the anvils here? I might still place them just for the sake of it looking the same from the ground, even if it doesn't technically make sense. Also, just for you can't actually jump up here from the roof, and it'll make a little more sense, I feel. Why don't we place some stairs on this edge to kind of block it off? Oops. Alright, so yeah, just like that. And then you can like jump up, which I think will be for the best. And then if we do place anvils, we'll need these trapdoors anyway, so let's place those and see how it looks. Oh, I just broke my crafting table and I still need it. Smart. Alright, just one more. Can I go make some anvils now with all my iron? Yeah, it will look fine from the ground, I think. You won't really be able to tell. So we're gonna need iron blocks. These take a lot of iron to craft, by the way. I picked like the most expensive block to build with ever. Okay, 35. Let's use one of these. And craft up 11 anvils. We're gonna need to do some more mining. Oh, that's the perfect amount. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I just realized too, we need the trapdoors on this black wall area. Let me buy 2 stacks of stripped oak or stripped spruce. And let me craft just a bunch of trapdoors. We're gonna end up using all of them, I think. Then we'll start by doing all these right here. Okay, I just checked all my eggs again, and if I do such poker shout 5, 86% on my 5th Riolu, which is an improvement from all of my other Riolus if you guys remember, but the rest of them were useless, so I'm once again going to release them. But I'm super happy about that 86%, that's going to help us. I think overall my base building has been going really, really awesome, and the Riolus are going super great too. We have a bunch in the chest that I can hatch eventually, and a half hatch some, we got that 80%. Ideally, a high IV shiny is what we're going for here, and it's going to be super exciting if we do get that. But I do need to finish some of the base. I wanted to go maybe find some new Pokemon, maybe get some dex percent, but I have to beat my brooders while this boost is on. I can't be boosting the opportunity. So I think something I could do around my base would be obviously continuing to build it, making the outside look okay. So I need to pick a color for this wall, which I will probably go ahead and do right now. Alright, I have some more eggs available in my pastures. I also just want to show that I upgraded some of the IV Pokemon in here. So hopefully we'll start slowly getting some better Pokemon. And maybe even get really lucky and get that shiny Riolu. Alright, so my girlfriend got on and told me some things that she thought the base could look better being changed. So I ended up going with just the moss wall with everything. And we added some more separating columns. I do think it looks better. Obviously the base could be better in the first place too. I realized I forgot to place that andesite wall. But I'm even happier with it now. I think the random colors, it was not a bad idea at first, but I don't think it really worked anyway. And especially this stair room, I need to replace this because this looks really stupid still. I don't know what I'm gonna make the walls though. I've been breeding up some more Riolus. I accidentally transferred one of them though, unfortunately. That was like 80%. But I still have this 76%. And at least the 80% wasn't female, because our females are still at 67 at the highest, and all the way to 60 from the lowest. So we definitely need to get more lucky on that front. And like I said before, I want to move the breeding area as well. I'm just not sure to where yet. Probably my backyard or front yard. And then I want to make an apricorn farm where I don't build the other one. Those are the two things I want to build in this plot. A place to breed and a place to farm some apricorns for Pokeballs. I also started a little bit of work up here in this room. So I can have some chests, some furnaces. I was going to have blast furnaces in the middle, I think. And then for the rest of the walls, it's still I'm planning out what kind of layout I want to have. And I think I'll just keep this as a hallway. Maybe I could have some more pedestals with display cases to have some cool things in. I'm not entirely sure yet. I also think that someday the server might add plushies, so it'd be cool to have like little models of my favorite Pokemon on these too. So I may use those areas for those. But that's not on the server right now, so it's okay if they stay a little bit blank. I just had 4 eggs like back to back to back to back appear in the breeder, so let me take all of these out and I'm gonna try to start hatching those. I want to keep progressing other ways too, but another breeding boost was turned on from the vote party being reached, so I just have to stay in these chunks still. So I'm just gonna focus on building my base a little bit more. And then I can go out and try to get some dex percentage probably and do some other goals. Okay, I also just got 77% males, so that's 2 of these I can get replaced. Still no better females though. Hopefully we get 1 during this breeding boost. Okay, I just finished mining all this stone out too, so I can replace it all with some moss blocks. Then that's the final wall finished. Okay, I finished placing that down, so I'm gonna also place a couple of trapdoors that I missed before. And there are a couple right here on this side too. But from what I can tell, the whole front and the whole base should be finished now from the outside. Unless I decide to change something again, which is possible. Oh, I actually think something that could be really cool too is what if I use this 3x3 area that looked kind of weird anyway to make a staircase that goes up. I'm gonna do that. And then we can just block it off from the chest room. It's like 2 separate things, and this can be used as a staircase for the roof. Okay, so I'm down in my base now. I just finished the staircase. Well, I finished earlier. It's been an hour since I recorded the last clip, but for you guys, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, my staircase to the roof is finished, which is pretty nice. This room is also completely finished, and I added a downstairs area right here that I'm working on right now. There's some villagers down there, but it's nothing very interesting. And I have my whole chest room over here too, with some eggs in this chest. So I'm gonna continue to hatch these, I think. I also want to pick a spot to build my breeders outside if I'm going to move them. And I need to pick a place for my shop. That's one of the reasons I wanted to build this base. I really want to make a player shop where I can sell some of my stuff. Alright, out of nowhere, we're currently battling a Moltres in the raid. This is a very rare occurrence, and we have a chance to catch it if we get first place. So I'm just trying to do as much damage as possible. This would be a really cool Pokemon to capture. A legendary is a legendary. And Moltres is a pretty rare legendary at that. You don't find a Moltres every day on Cobble Cove, because their legendaries are pretty rare in order to ensure a fun experience for everybody. Nobody wants everyone to have a legendary. Anyways, that's unrelated. I'm just trying to do my moves as fast as possible. I want to get that first place spot. I have my Dragonite, so, which does have Aqua Tail and 1-hit kills Moltres, so we're already set up to be able to do a lot of damage in the first place. This thing is dying quick. 2,000 health left. Ooh, did my Aqua Tail miss? That could cost me it. Let's hope it doesn't though. Come on, we can do this, we can do this. Can we get one more kill in? 300 HP. What did I get? Oh my gosh, we got first place. So I definitely got it. 15 seconds till we get a capture session. Then I think we're gonna go try to get some more dex percentage. I think that'd definitely be fun. Alright, Moltres has spawned on me. Let's go ahead and catch it. It looks like I'm the only one that got capture session too. The second place gets 50%, and third place gets 33%. Fourth place gets 25%. So I think all those percentages failed, and I'm the only one that's getting a Moltres. But that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Moltres, oh my goodness. Wow, this thing looks ugly. But nonetheless, it's a Moltres. Why don't we check the IVs? Oh, okay, that is great. I'm joking, y'all, that sucks. But again, it is okay. Moltres is another new legendary. I don't have many legendaries. And with that being caught, I think it's time we go get some dex entries. Some new dex catches. Some percentage up in here. We're still sitting at 66%. Getting 70 would be really, really awesome. It's just have to find them, which may sound easy, but when you have 60% already, it gets a lot harder to do that. Come try your luck and see how good you are at it at cobblecove.net. I think I'm gonna go to the end because I do eventually want a Beldum to start breeding with too. And I can start using the unknown around there because they give a bunch of XP. I can catch them or battle them and start getting Moltres up to level 100 just to have the Moltres at level 100. I don't think that would hurt. But yeah, we can farm up some loot. I can look for new Pokemon in the end because I have a lot of the ones in the overworld, I feel like. I just need rare ones now, so. But in the end, there may be some ones that I spawn that I don't need. And if not, if I get a Beldum, I'd be happy because I'm gonna need Beldums eventually anyway. I don't really have Beldum right now. So let's go try our luck in the end. Ooh, I've been leveling up. And look what I found here, a Beldum. Very interesting. I'm just kind of realizing now I should probably go ahead and get a Pokemon that I can false swipe with, because that'd make catching Pokemon a lot easier, or just sleep them too. I don't know, either of those would be useful, but I do need to get a crafting table and a boat. Where's the Beldum? Okay, let's put the Beldum in the boat. Alright, the Beldum is safe, so I can go ahead and come back when I do get a Pokemon that's good at catching the Beldum. For now, I'm gonna keep catching and leveling up my Moltres. I can't battle with my Moltres and you get XP for catching, so that's just what I'm doing. I have a lot of now, or unknown, so I mean, I guess, is that a bright side? Who knows? I can get some rewards for release them too, so it's not too bad. Ooh, I'm also realizing we have Haxorus, which gets Full Swipe. And Haxorus is a pretty good Pokemon, so why don't we just turn this into our Full Swipe Pokemon? I think that would be a pretty good idea. There we go, Full Swipe. It'd be nice if he had a heal move. Maybe he'll unlock one, but I don't think so. But still, Full Swipe is Full Swipe. So I'll probably just keep leveling up these two guys, actually. I think Moltres will take a while because I assume the XP rate is slower since it is a legendary. So it might take a while. I might just switch to Haxorus soon and try to get Haxorus to a way higher level. I don't mind catching some extra unknown. Not one bit. Oh, and look what I found. A shiny unknown. Nice. That's pretty cool, honestly. I'll make sure I catch that. Oh, there we go. First Pokeball. I'll definitely take a shiny. And unknown is a pretty cool shiny at that. I'm not sure how much use it will be to me, but let's go ahead and put that on our shiny page. There we go. We're gonna need a full shiny page to itself soon, because this page is getting really full. And Haxorus is level 55, my Moltres is level 69. I'm still trying to level up both of those Pokemon right now, which has definitely been taking me a while, but it is worth it. I got a Gibble right there too. I could actually check the IVs if I wanted to. Might be good. Alright, not too great at all, nah. Oh, this might, I actually switched this Mudkip. Oops, this Mudkip was a high IV one. I gotta put that on that page. Good thing I figured that out. Okay, and Gibble can just stay on this page because those IVs are not that good. Okay, it has definitely been a good while, but I went ahead and leveled up my Haxorus and Moltres. After a little bit of candy and a lot of catching, I am now at level 90 and 88, which is going to be more than good enough for now, I think. I've also got 6 last candy that I can give to Haxorus right here. Alright, level 96, nice. Those were extra large. So maybe I should get some timer balls and then I can try to catch that Beldum. Alright, and I do have my timer balls now. I also want to get in a battle with Beldum, but I want to get in my Dragonite first in case I like die or something, I don't know. Hopefully this Beldum doesn't kill itself or anything like that. Let's first of all check the IVs, because if they're really good, like, oh, those are pretty good. Okay, Beldum can actually kill itself, so we're gonna have to not use Full Swipe The Hackstress will still be super useful, it's just we can't use it for this. So we're gonna have to only timer ball this Beldam, and if it does have takedown and starts hurting itself, we're gonna have to leave the battle and stuff. But at least timer ball should help a lot. I can also start using the Dusk Ball for now, until we're on turn 10, because Dusk Balls are actually better than the timer balls right now. I bought these Dusk Balls from a player as well. The timer balls I just made myself because I have everything I need to make them at my house. But I do not have Dusk Balls set up to be crafted yet. I need to make those farms, which we'll do all that at the new base. Alright, the Beldam is captured, so let's use that Poke Shout for 70% IVs on a wild Beldam. That is actually really, really good. So let's go ahead and name that 70%. And they don't have a gender, of course, so I won't name it with a gender. So with that Beldam being captured, I'm probably done looking for stuff in the end for now. Let's go see if we can catch any new Pokemon in other areas. Crobat, I'm pretty sure I have Crobat already. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna RTP and see if I can find some new biomes I haven't really discovered yet. Ooh, a Shelmet Pokemon. I don't actually have Pokeballs on me right now, so I used the daily kit. We can get 16 of those. And I could go grab some more Pokeballs in a second from my base. Let's catch this new Pokemon first. And if it's turn nighttime anyway, we can just use the Dusk Balls for now. Let's throw out these extra ones. Oh, you know, we could probably actually also... What if we just go in and use False Swipe? And then one Ultra Ball will probably just work instantly. If it doesn't, then I think it's a waste of time. But if we catch in like 1 or 2 balls, I think we most likely end up saving a good amount of time. Oh yeah, we caught it right there. Nice. So I can start doing that too if I want to catch stuff a little bit easier. A Snom is right here. Oh, we don't actually have Snom yet either. Nice. Let me catch that too then. We'll try the Full Swipe first. Okay, if that didn't work at first, maybe it was just a little bit delayed. Then it's our turn to throw a Pokeball. Now, let's see if the first one catches it again. Ooh, didn't he have to roll over? Nice. Also found this Y deer, so let me full swipe this down a little bit to at least like yellow HP. And I can use some Dusk Balls on it. That's 3 new Pokemon already. 34%. I think that's good. Oh, Zen Headbutt, does that do recoil damage? I don't know. In case it does, 34% is going to be okay to leave. Y deer at? Where deer? I don't actually know how you say that, but... Stunfisk, we already have Stunfisk. Ooh, not on the first Pokeball, but maybe the second. Alright, did get in the Pokeball. And a Trubbish? I must have not been to this biome yet, because we just found 4 new Pokemon already. Let's try a False Swipe. Also, I'm just saving the Pokemon for now. Why is the Trubbish so big on the map? Do you guys see that in the top right? Oh my gosh. That's so stupid. Anyways, I was saying I'm just going to keep the Pokemon on my PC for now. And then later on, when I'm going through and seeing what Pokemon I'm missing, we can evolve them from the first one in my PC, if that makes sense. A Skunk Pokemon. Nice. Let me do my False Swipe. I'm just taking advantage of it being night and being able to use my Dusk Balls to catch these Pokemon easily too. Oh my gosh, we got poisoned. Oh my goodness. Just caught an Escalivire. I did not say that right. But I caught it nonetheless. What about a Bibarel? Do we have that? We do. There's been so many new Pokemon here so far. Oh my goodness. Lechonk? Nope, I don't need that little pig. Venonat. I think I got that because I was in the last video, yeah. Ooh, I already have it, but I came across a Ditto, which can be good for breeding. The Ditto doesn't have very good IVs at all though, so I don't know if I even should catch it. Sure, I mean, why not? I'll just try Full Swipe and throw a Dusk Ball. That should probably catch it in 1 shot. What the heck? We just got copied. Not cool, Ditto. I found an ancient city that I could just fly into from the surface. Found some diamond hose I'll take, but none of this other stuff looks very exciting, so I'm just gonna leave it behind. I might check around and see if I can find anything good. Like items, I'll definitely take those. 3 extra large candy. Oh my gosh, that is insane. I mean, some XP. You can get XP from the crates too sometimes. From like voting every day. But XP is still great. And actually, I think you can trade it with the villagers as well. Oh, let's take these leggings instead. Need to have some pants on. But I'll leave a lot of this stuff in here for anybody else that comes across this. But I'm gonna take the candy because I really need it right now. Max potion. Alright, not too bad. Can we feed Haxorus a little bit more? Alright, nice, we did. Let's give him Moltres a couple of the XL. Or just all the XL. Level 91, nice. One of my goals is to get both those guys to level 100 in this video too. Which will definitely happen. It's not that difficult. And we should find some more candies here. Dragon Scale. I can definitely use that item at some point. Just a couple more chests to go through. Sharpness 4. Sure, I mean, we could take that. Okay, I'm back in my base too. I'm gonna put a couple of these items away that I just got. So actually all of them. Let's put away the books for now too, and my emeralds. And there we go. The extra quick balls I don't need. Coal can go in that chest. And with my extra candy, let's start giving some more to Moltres. Okay, with that, Moltres is at level 97, even with Haxorus now. Let's put with this Ice Cube too. We don't need him in our party anymore. And Dragonite can actually wait, and all the way over here again too. Let's just have Moltres and Haxorus on us. Alright, I've been doing some more breeding, some more testing, some more building, and I've gotten a couple of things done. The first thing I want to swap out are my Riolus. Let me collect the eggs from all these though, because I haven't done that in a little bit. There's also currently a breeding boost on, so that's gonna be helpful. I still have all these eggs in this chest right now too. And you know, I've got to use those villager eggs and start breeding my villagers. I'm gonna do that off camera though, because it is pretty boring. Alright, if I do go to my PC, let's see what females are we replacing. 75% is my new highest, 74, then 71, and 69. Oh, so the females got way better. Nice. We got one higher, and then our average is like multiple points higher too. So that is exciting. And then we can upgrade our last male Riolu too. Also have these two extra ones from different trainers, so that could help us, but for now I'm not gonna bother on that. Let me evolve all of my Riolus, so I'm gonna start feeding them those berries. Which I do have plenty of from the store. You know, I can't actually like automatically tell when they're gonna be ready because it's not day. So I might go ahead and wait until daytime so I can have the message in chat to tell me, so I don't waste a bunch of extra ones. And while I wait for that, what can I do? Maybe catch some more Pokemon, because like I said, I do really want to get to 70% and maybe even more in this video. 100% is definitely going to be coming some point in the future. Honestly, I might just randomly RTP to biomes, and then if I see one that doesn't look like I've explored much, I'll probably just start looking there. I think would be the best strategy. Let's get this one Riolu to 80%. Oh, okay, that's already day. I was gonna say if we got it, the Riolu to 80% happiness, then we would get a message when it turned day. Because it looked like it was turning day soon, but it already had turned day. I can't instantly feed my Riolu. It's kind of a weird glitch in Cobblemon that sometimes you can spam feed and sometimes you can't. I'm not sure what causes that. Maybe it's a feature that I just don't understand too. But I am gonna assume it's a glitch for now. Alright, only a couple left. And last one, the 83% male. Alright, perfect. So now I can go ahead and evolve every single Riolu. And then we can go into the computer and we can start replacing the old... Actually, we can't replace them yet because I need to take them out of my base. So I'll do that after I'm done looking for some new Pokemon. Yeah, I already have Taurus, I think. Let's go into my Pokedex and look. Which ones am I missing? Ampharos. We need Ampharos. We're gonna have to do some evolving soon too. Slowking. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Espeon. Shuckle. Interesting. Smeargle. Blissey. Okay, yeah. It may be hard to find some of these. What the heck? We haven't leveled up a Trico yet? That's kind of insane. Why don't we do home new base? And then we swap out the breeders now. And then I can start XP sharing some Pokemon I don't have, like Trico. And that'll give us 2 new Pokemon. So in order to do this, we just have to recall all the Pokemon from each one of these. It's been a little bit since I replaced them, so... And then we go into the PC. And are we replacing all the females? We are replacing all of them. So let's just move them up here for now. And then we start with the highest. 75, 74, 71, and 69. And then the 83% gets replaced with that one. And we can put all these here and put them in the extra box. Alright, so now our breeding Pokemon look a lot better than before. Hopefully we can keep getting close to like 90%. And then let's put all of them in these. I gotta do a little bit of pushing too. And then these will all lay eggs as well. Can we make sure they're on? Alright, all of them are activated. Nice. And we can throw the Trick out and give him the XP share. So now as we catch Pokemon... Wait, no. We just have to put Trick out number 1. We'll just keep the XP share on him anyway, but... Now as we catch Pokemon, the Trigger's gonna level up in this 2 Dex entries. And then once Trigger's maxed out, we can find another Pokemon, for example, Mareep. And then we can get the Ampharos, you know... Just we'll be doing stuff like that while we look for new Pokemon as well. Oh, Mudkip is in here too? How have I not gotten a Swampert? There's gonna be a lot of easy ones in here, so we're gonna get that 70% pretty easily. Also, it kind of looks like I don't have Shedinja yet. So I just saw it and I didn't have it. So let's catch this one that I have in my boat on my house. I guess it just assumed I had it because the name shows up, but just because the name shows up doesn't necessarily mean you have it. Okay, we caught the Shedinja and instantly got level 16 on Trico. So we can level Trico up to Grovile. And we can go ahead and just put the Shedinja away. Or you know what? We'll leave it in the party, it's whatever. And we just need a couple more levels for Sceptile as well. I'm gonna do my previous strategy and just RTP and try to find biomes I haven't really explored yet. Since when I went to the one swamp biome, I found like 6 new Pokemon instantly. Alright, I just got Fur Alligator as well. So that was a couple new Pokemon. And what percent are we sitting at? 68%. I'm gonna go ahead and RTP again and try to find an ice biome because I need this feel still. I saw in my decks that I hadn't actually gotten one. And it is a pretty easy one to get, so I probably should. I think I already have Kingler and stuff, but now I'm second guessing if I have stuff that I thought I did. Okay, I got a Spheal, so I should be able to evolve that now too. I also have Lombre. I think there's one more evolution, but it may be an item, so I'm just gonna keep that on me. And Hippopotas, I don't know how that gets evolved, so I don't know. I don't know what I'll do about that. I'll look it up at some point. But we're doing pretty well. 68%. Hopefully I can get to the 70 soon here. I just have to find a couple more new Pokemon. So I think going through the decks and looking what I'm missing will probably be the best way to accomplish that. I'm missing Wooper still. We can evolve Slowking and Kingdra too. Those are 2 evolutions we can get. I'd rather get the first evolution of another one so we can get 3, but at some point we're gonna have to start filling out the missing ones. We need Feebas still. We can evolve this Spheal, which I'm going to do. Yeah, I can evolve my Bagon too. I do have one in my computer. So why don't I do that? I'm not sure if you can breed Bagon or if you need to breed Salamence. Okay, I can breed a Bagon. So if this one is good IVs, I probably shouldn't breed it. I mean, evolve it right now. I mean, it isn't that good. Alright, let's evolve it for the Pokedex. I can always get another one too. A lot of people on the server have some, I think. What else is in here? I have my Beldum that had good IVs. I don't want to evolve them, but if I go catch another Beldum with bad IVs, I can evolve that to max. That's another 3 Pokemon there, or 2 more Pokemon. So let's go to the end, level these Pokemon up, and keep my eyes open for a Beldum. Ooh, I just found Eternatus. It just spawned on me, which is actually very, very interesting. Let's just see if I can catch it with only using Dusk Balls outside of battle. If not, I can always get into a battle. Okay, we just got in the first Pokeball. Interesting. That's good. I mean, I'll take it. Eternatus, that's an interesting Pokemon that I did not expect to find right now, but I'll take it. I also need a Water Stone to evolve the Pokemon I'm currently leveling up, so I didn't need to level up at all in the first place. Alright, $10,000 for a Water Stone. I mean, gotta do what you gotta do for the dex completion. Alright, there we go. Ludicolo. Alright, just making sure everything is registered to my dex with the command. I think it is automatically, because these are just caught Pokemon. I was just making sure. But why don't we evolve our Bagon now? That's the last one we have in our party. I'm also gonna try to evolve this Hippo. It's just leveling, I looked that up too. So let's do Bagon the Hippo, and I guess we'll see where we go from there. There's also a raid which might give me a new Pokemon. That's exciting as well. Okay, the raid is a Swablu. I don't actually know if I have like the Swablu final evolution, so maybe I can try to participate and get a capture session. I'm gonna try, because why not? I do have a super effective move that 1-hit kills, so it's gonna be pretty easy. With my awesome Dragonite. Again, there should just be 1 hit left. I'll let somebody finish it off. And looks like we got tied for first place. Interesting. This guy's holding a Pokeball over there. Wonder if he's trying to catch the raid boss. We did get a capture session, so we have to wait 40 seconds for that, and then, I mean, I guess I can catch it. In the meantime, I'm going to continue trying to level up my Shaldon. And let me put my other Pokemon away that I don't need. Dragonite and this Hippo is evolved now, so I can put it in the box. Okay, we got Altaria. I guess that Pokemon doesn't devolve. It's supposed to in the raid to Swablu. I believe that's the first evolution at least. But I'm not complaining because that means we probably get the dex for that. Let's just do dex registered 3 just to make sure. Because I've heard of some people having to do that for eggs, especially if you hatch a new one. What percentage are we at now? 69. We must be so close. Salamence might be the last one when we eventually get it that we do need. I think Shelgon probably takes a long time to level up because Salamence is a powerful Pokemon. So it's probably a high level and the levels are probably harder to get to. Okay, we just got a boss. I used the Shelgon to kill it. And the Shelgon can evolve into Salamence. But it seems like that doesn't quite put us to 70% yet, so I'm gonna have to keep catching some Pokemon and leveling some new ones up. Alright, I'm just trying to get that 70% back. Just can't find any new Pokemon right now. It's pretty tricky. I assume I have Bergmite. I don't actually know what Bergmite evolves into off the top of my head though. So maybe I should just go through again and look for ones. I guess Slowking. Why don't we do Slowking and Seadra? Okay, so if I use the link cable, or I think I should be able to. Am I doing this wrong? Slowbro, King's Rock, Slowpoke into Slowking. Okay, we need a Slowpoke instead. Okay, here's a Slowpoke. It didn't show up in the search even though it's right here. That's actually kind of weird. It does have really good IVs though, I feel like, but whatever. We can still breed with it, I think. I might just make it a little more complicated later on. Okay, then let's just evolve both of these. Slowking and Kingdra. Those are two new Pokemon. Let me put them back in my box somewhere. You know, it is unfortunate too though, because that seems like it didn't even get us to the next level. So we're gonna have to catch some more Pokemon, but I'm sure we're closer than before. That's two more down. Do I have this guy? Oh, I don't. Okay, that's Bergman's evolution, I think. Let's just start throwing some Ultra Balls and see if that works. Okay, I got my Avalugg, which didn't actually give it to 70% either. Wait, we are at 70%. Okay, wait, so I think we can claim this. Yeah, 70%. We got Power Inklet, a Destiny Knot, and some other held items. Alright, well that's a big milestone. We're at the Pro Dex rank, which is super, super exciting. So now we're gonna have to find what to do next. That was a big grind, so I don't know if I'll try to get to 80% in this video. But we can definitely get some more progress towards 80%. Let me put my Avalugg away somewhere, because I do not need them anymore on me. And I'm gonna go back to my house and probably start trying to hatch some of my Riolus and checking their IVs, because I have a lot in my chest that I would really like to get through if it's possible. I have been hatching some Riolus on the side for that project I've got going, and we have one 79% female now, which if I remember correctly is, yeah, our new best, so we'll have to replace that soon. Let's try to get a couple new better ones though before I go ahead and replace anybody anywhere. 79% will help a lot. That'll be 79 and 86. We're getting closer and closer to our perfect Riolu. And as you guys know, something else I want to finish is adding a shop area. So I think I'm gonna square out this grass a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and place some marketplace type stands where I can have my player shops out here. And hopefully that will look nice and serve its purpose of being an area where I can sell a bunch of items to other players on the server. Alright, I think that's a little bit more squared, so we should be good with that now. I could also have another bridge on here, like right here on this side. I might do that. I'm not 100% positive yet though, but I think that could be helpful if I do, to tie the base together even more. If we can have more stuff over here on this side, maybe like a long, we could have some houses eventually, or just a little cliff with some decorations. I mean, I'm not sure, but it definitely wouldn't hurt. I'm also squaring out this chunk right over here, and we're loading our daycares. I'm not gonna harvest any eggs until I finish going through all the ones I'm trying to go through right now. So I just have way too many, like I said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if I do 3 high, and then I can add some leaves and bushes and stuff. But you know, they do have to be even if I want to make it look good though. I guess I could do like a double pillar in the middle to connect them. I just don't know if that will look weird. Maybe let's make this one bigger. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I guess just right here. We'll have 2 right here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, why wouldn't we have a 3 wide pillar? Then there's a gap in between 2. I don't know if this will look weird, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can check in a second. Let's go 3 high as well, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try and make the other edge right here. And this one will just be even, so we don't have to have another pillar. Even if it makes the shape a little less custom. Something else I need to do is I need to make fence gates to connect these tops. Alright, so I've got this design I'm trying to make. And I'm just wondering if this will look good with like leaves in the middle. I'm not sure. What if I try to place trapdoors on the sides of these? something like this. So it's more of like a balcony, or not balcony, but honestly forget what that would be called. Yeah, I think that looks pretty okay. I might try to build this on top of the whole thing and see if I like it still. Alright, so I just finished the outline right here. I placed some blocks too to kind of round it out so it looks better from the top. And I think it does look pretty okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put some leaves in the middle there. If we can just go ahead and buy leaves, that is. Oak leaves, I think will look the best. And I'm kind of wondering if I should make a second layer of leaves for there's some depth to it. I think I will. Just in all these middle blocks, I can raise it up by one. Okay, and here is what it looks like. I think that looks pretty good. I'm also wondering, like, what if I just made it so it's like this? It's all just put up a block. You know, that might honestly look better. I might try that. It's more thick and stuff too, but maybe we could just also like lay some on the top here. I don't know, I feel like that looks fine. And for the chest shops in general, I'm only going to be selling 2 types of candy. Mainly just large candy though. This can't be one of the biggest things I sell because I like to save it and sell it to the other players. We need a design for the chest shops too, so let me try to think of one. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm wondering if I can go ahead and make some trapdoors too and just place those on top. Then we need some item frames, which I think you actually need leather for, so I might have to buy that from somebody in game or go find some leather since I don't think you can actually buy that in the shop. No, yeah, you cannot buy leather in the shop. And the decoration blocks, I don't believe you can buy either. Let me just do one check. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, I have 2 leather. So let me make 2 item frames with that for now, and I can go ahead and try to buy some more from somebody on the server. I'm not sure how rare it is. Alright, we can go ahead and put the large candy in both of these. And then I believe I just need some paper. Wait, no, the activation item is actually stone hoe now. I forgot. So we need some stone hoes. Okay, so this chest shop is empty. So we need to put some stuff in there, I guess. Okay, and I need to set a price too. Let's just try 1,000 for now. Alright, buy large candy 1,000. That is the shop. And I also want to make a sell one too right here. Oh, I guess you actually get to keep the hoe too. I thought it took it away. That's kind of cool. Wooden hoes for breeders, stone hoe is for chest shops. This was a X-Peppered's idea. He's a player on the server. Just making that, I had to change the item. For clarification, that's what the idea was. Hey, can I do this? Alright. Select chest shop sell. I will buy for 500. Maybe I should raise my price. Maybe I should buy it for 1,000. You know what? I don't think I'll actually buy it back from people right now. I think I'll make this something else. Maybe we could just make it large candy. Where is this stuff? Consumables is what I'm looking for, I believe. Yeah, so you can buy for 3,000. You can sell this one. You can buy for 10,000. So if I'm doing like 1/3, which I was trying, maybe we should do a little more though. Like let's just do half for now, maybe. So this one would be 5,000, I guess, for the extra large. Okay, it isn't letting me do it right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wait to make that chest shop. But we can go ahead and place down the other ones too right now. We can have 2 more chest shops here. And I mean, what if we actually do this under these corners? Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think that looks pretty good. That's 4 more shops. We can have the path go through this whole shop area. And we can have another stand, but for this booth, I think that could be done for now. And we can place some soul lanterns on these blocks that we used to round out the base. So they're being used for 2 things now, which is pretty great. Let's also place a trapdoor on all of these. I've been joking that this place is called Giratina Land too. I don't think I've said that in the video, but Giratina Land is almost ready to be opened. Can I make a chest shop now? No, I think it's just bugged for a bit, so I might have to relog too, so we'll hold off on making that chest shop for now. As for other things I want to sell, I think Master Balls is one of them. I just don't know what a good price for a Master Ball is, because you cannot buy them from here. And if we do /GTS get price, it's never been sold before. So we're kind of like doing it for the first time. I'm thinking we'll try to start with 50,000 and maybe we'll change it from there. So let me put all but one of my Master Balls in here for sale. And where's my thing? Okay, we can't create any. Let me try to relog. Okay, it says a chest shop creation is already in process. Or in the process, whatever. Okay, I did get it to work by doing the old one and just canceling it. So we want players to buy the Master Balls for $50,000. And then this one, we want players to buy them for $5,000 each. That's just half because I don't have a lot of those right now. And I don't stumble upon these as often. And we could recreate this one at like $1,200. Oh, we waited on the assign. Oops. So let's create this. Players buy them for $1,200. All right, perfect. The chest shop is not complete, but we're making some great progress on it. So I'm gonna store my leather in my ender chest for it's safe there. Let's put the rest of my large candy in here for people to buy too. Oh yeah, we also want to sell the vitamins because I do tend to get a good amount of those. So we can make a little vitamin stand somewhere. We only need 5 for that. So I'll find a good spot for that and I'll make it momentarily. I also started setting up a bridge over here because I think it would be really cool to have another bridge going across. So I want to keep working on that. Can we buy some stripped spruce? We can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, let's probably make a pillar there. And then what would the middle block be? Probably just spruce. Then we can just finish this side too for now. I'm not going to do any more building on the bridge, but that is the current plan. You know, I could start laying it out like this if I can see if it'll line up good. I will do that one of these days very soon. I'm also almost done with this bridge. I've been building a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and try to finish that. It looks like I just need some spruce planks now. Okay, I have all my fence and I'm placing it down this line. And it connects all the way to this other side, the whole bridge. But for these, I think we could just place some lanterns for some lighting. Then we need a little bit more fence in order to finish this bridge railing, which I should be able to make pretty easily. Okay, 12 more fence will definitely do the trick. And the bridge is now complete. The secondary bridge leads us all the way to the other side. And we can also add some more details because this bridge is bigger than the other one over there. So if we add all of these on the bottom sides, just like that, we can go ahead and add some trapdoors, which will give it more curvature from the side, hopefully, and end up making it look a little bit better. So I'm going to continue that design. I do need some more wood, though, I think, once again. I've gone through lots of wood in these 100 days. Okay, and I think that is pretty perfect. The bridge is officially done. So one of the last things I need to pick, then, to finish a lot of the things I want to do with this base is to pick a spot for those last 5 vitamin shops, which we could probably just go ahead and do here. So if I just place like an outline, this would be the fence in the air. And then what if we just have the 1, 2, 3... How many vitamins are there? Oh, so I believe that's where the fence railings would be. Yeah, it would just be like another one of these, but square. But we could also like try to indent this one a little bit. That might make it a more interesting shape. I don't know, I'll try it. So to start off, we're gonna need those mud bricks for the base if we do that again. So let me find them. There we go. And we're gonna replace the bottom of these with the mud. Alright, I just made some stairs in this square, so let's go ahead and finish it. I decided not to go with this pleasure shape because it was kind of hard to do the fence gates with it. I think it still looks fine, so I'm gonna place all these around and do the same thing with the leaves like I did on the other side right there. Alright, then I will place this around with the trapdoors in a circle again. Or, I guess not a circle, but it's a square. It's just a little bit of a rounded square by 1 block. Ooh, and these roofs are almost touching. I kind of like that. I think it's like a super cozy marketplace feel. And let me look at my shop and buy... Let's do some jungle leaves where there's a little bit of variation. I'm gonna go for 2 high again. And I'll see how that looks. Oh yeah, also in the corners, let's place the full spruce blocks. So it's even more rounded, and we'll have a block to place the lanterns on. Alright, let's place those lanterns right now. Perfect. Okay, so why don't I start adding these in then? This one will be protein. Oh, this chest is empty. Okay, let's place all this in then. And then if I just leave the chest, we can say the players will buy them. Oh, actually, wait, we need to know the price. What are these in? Okay, it's the category. Why don't we do 1,000 each? Click here, 1,000. All right. Then it is calcium, which should be special attack by 1,000. All right, I will finish doing all these shops. All right, all these shops are set up. We have every single vitamin here. Let me go see and get the ones from my old base too. Okay, here we go. Here's the real supply of them that I do have. And I guess I have some large candy in here. I didn't actually know that. So let's go put that in the chest too. And I think that is everything I'm taking for now. Alright, every chest is filled up with a good amount of them. Let's also put these candies in here so people can go ahead and buy those as well. I don't actually have any more extra large candy. We're gonna have to try to farm up some of that sometime. But I'm pretty happy with this base now. That is perfect. That is exactly what I was thinking. I do need to make the path still, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm wondering if I should just loop it around or if there should be 2 paths. That is something I will have to decide. But for now, I will leave the path pathless. I don't know why I keep telling me my shop creation is timed out if all of them worked, but that's okay. Can't buy for myself. Can't. Who would have thought? Also, with all of the egg hatching I did earlier, I ended up getting these 2 females, which are a bit better. We have a new high. I think I may have shown you guys that. And then we also got 75, which is the second highest. So whenever I place all my Riolus again, we're gonna have 71%. And then the male will stay the same at 83%. Our highest will be 86 and 79 currently. That is pretty good. I should probably also level up my Moltres. I kind of forgot about that. Oops, let me keep this Riolu. We have to check the IVs on it still. And Haxorus. Yeah, we want to level both those up. And I might go to the end for a little bit, so that would be a great time to get some levels on these guys again. Alright, I just got Moltres to level 100, so let's switch in Haxorus now and get him to level 100 as well. I've been catching some unknown to do that and accomplish that goal once again. And I am done leveling both those up to 100 and put all the extra vitamins and stuff I got in my chests that I received while releasing some free Pokemon that I had captured for levels. Do I have Riolu eggs right now waiting for me? Yeah, I do not. Are they on currently? Let's check that. Oh, all of them turned off, okay. Or some of them turn off? Yeah, it's kind of weird they just randomly turn off, but that's okay. So with all those back on, maybe I can start hatching some more from up here too. Oh, I'm doing a little bit of mining, and I found a Roggenrola, which I don't actually have yet. So I could get 3 new Pokemon from that. Okay, all my Riolus were also useless, and we caught the Roggenrola with the first Pokeball, so I'm going to continue mining, and we will revolve that Roggenrola too. Okay, so this whole area is finished, and my Beldor, you had to trade to evolve it, so it's ready now. Let me bring it in so there's no animation, and there we go, we have Gigalith, which puts us at 70% dex completion still for now. We didn't get bumped up a slot. That is alright. It still gets us closer to the goal nonetheless. I also don't think I have any Riolus, but let's go check because I could start hatching those. Okay, nice. I have 2. I get 3 eggs total. I still have to evolve the better Riolus that I've got into and switch them in on the breeders, but I've been waiting to do that for a second. And these first 2 Riolus sucked, so I'm just gonna have to release them. Alright, a player of the server gifted me a Riolu just now too, so that means we have 3 female Riolus to replace ours with. So then our new lowest would be 75, which is a big improvement. And we'll get a little bit of the shiny boost chance. So I want to evolve all 3 of these. Let me put my Gigalith away somewhere as well. We're going to use some berries and wait until daytime. Then I can swap all 3 of these out. And that will hopefully get us our shiny and some better IVs. All 3 of my Riolus are ready to be evolved, but obviously I've got to wait till daytime, so it does seem like it'll be daytime pretty soon since the sun is rising. I also went mining earlier. I didn't really mention it. So I think all of our anvils can be finished being placed. Let me go craft some more of those and we could try to finish that area up there. This is currently all the iron I have. I'm gonna have to go mining for even more soon because I need some for other stuff as well, not just the anvils. That's 10. How much can we make with the rest? Looks like 2 more. I don't think 10 is enough, honestly, so we gotta make a couple more too. 15 does seem a bit better. I'm gonna go try to place them up there. We're missing one more, than this pillar will be done. Let me just have this one left. I might leave this one open since it's the other side of the base, but it probably depends just what I do up here. I could close it as well. Ooh, and all 3 of my Riolus are ready now because the sun has risen. So I'm gonna go caving, but before I'm gonna switch these Riolus out. Okay, so this should be the right order. I was gonna pick the one that's 1% less, but from a different original trainer. So if we do end up getting the shiny from that boost, it will be the one that will most likely have higher IVs. And it's only 1% off, so now I've just gotta display. Now I've just gotta place all of them back into the right fenced pastures since I've still not made a new area for them. Ooh, I found a Pokemon that I don't have. It's a substitute, but I can still catch it. I think this Pokemon is a monkey. And there we go, I captured it pretty easily. Since I do want to remove this area eventually too, I'm probably gonna break the pillars for now. Just all of these ones until they go up to the ceiling. I'll leave the intersections because I don't want everyone to get messed up. I got gifted another Dratini too, so I'll definitely start breeding those at some point soon. I'm trying to get through my Riolus first to get some higher IVs so I can start breeding those, is the main goal at the moment. And I think the other thing I'll do is I'm going to start breaking all these stairs and thinking of a different design for this room as well. Even if it's just like regular stairs in general. Because I might be able to keep my breeders in here. I was thinking I could also just move them all closer to the center. Like on these 4 blocks or something, and there will be no walls. Because I don't think you have to have them separated technically. To change it up, I wonder if I should do like dark oak in this room because it doesn't look that bad. Dark oak looks pretty nice next to the spruce. And then it would be a little bit different from the other rooms anyway. And I do have to place something here because like on some of the walls you can see the background. Like here you can see the moss. So there has to be some sort of block here, and I think the stairs give extra depth, so that's why I'm trying to use them instead of a normal block too. And that way you can still also see the pillars in the corner, because if you couldn't, then there'd technically only be pillars in the middle, and I don't know if that makes sense. Or it may not make sense, but it wouldn't look as good. I also ended up getting a 76% Riolu female, so that's like 1% better than 2 of the ones I have right now. Nothing worse replacing everything over, but it is something I have that I can use in the future. Okay, now the breeding room is done except for this wall. And next time I replace some of the Riolus or change what I'm breeding, I will break the separators and try to place all 4 in the center. Because then they won't teleport into these walls, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to move it. Because they technically didn't fit in here. But moving all of them closer should work, because like I said, I don't think they need to be in separate areas anyway. But if I'm wrong on that, we can definitely just move it outside or something like that, or into a basement area. I did just add a little doorway too to add in some more of this color. And I think I'll keep it. I do like what it adds. Maybe some stairs going like this. Look cool. I think I should just leave it blank. But for now, that is the new breeding room. Hopefully it ends up working out when I test it. I want to open this place up to the public too, but I'm just trying to think of anything else that I want to finish before then. I feel like this area all the way over here on the other side of the bridge too could look cool to have like Pokemon roaming around in pastures that I eventually get or want to just have here to show off or something. So I might start digging out this area and finding it out to have something similar to that. Alright, I've been doing some work once again the past couple days. I haven't recorded for a little bit, but I've definitely made some good progress if I do say so myself. I traded for the Dark Crown in my inventory. I forget what I even gave. I think it was a legendary. I do not remember which legendary it was though. I'm gonna keep it real. We got 4 eggs just now. I upgraded my pickaxe to netherite like 2 minutes ago. And I've been doing a pretty nice amount of mining. I also finished more of that villager area I was building, which I'll show off, but I also made this auto smelter for mining, and there's a bunch of lava that gets put in to melt the stuff too, so it is pretty useless. I mean, pretty useful. I've been using that because I've been mining, and mining actually makes a pretty good amount of money too, surprisingly. I did some more experimenting with adding these on the back. I might continue them all the way around, and I think I'm getting close to opening up my base for the public, so I want to do that. When I release this video, the corridors are going to be on the screen too, so anyone could come here. So I've got to finish the base. It's got to be ready before this video is done. But I still want to go and do stuff too. As you guys know, we hit 70% dex completion in this video, but now we're sitting at 61%. And if anyone's curious how that's even possible, it's because more Pokemon got added to the percentage. So that basically means we still got 70%, but now that there's more Pokemon, we're bumped down to 61. We still have the rank, but luckily, we should be able to catch more and get back to 70%. Maybe even this video, because there's more new Pokemon even spawning around. I've been catching Pokemon for a while here. I don't think I'm making any crazy progress though. We're just still at 61%. But I've been flying around catching some new guys here and there. A Wiglet in my inventory. I have a Pikachu. I don't know why I caught Pikachu. I've had Pikachu for a while. I think I even got Raichu as well. A Choke. Yeah, I've got my Choke. As for other things, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I would think it would be nice if a legendary spawned on me or something soon. That'd be cool to get another one in this video. I'm now in a desert. Interesting. And there's a structure here. This actually looks pretty cool. I've never seen something like this before. I don't think this is someone's house. A pillager camp? Interesting. I've never seen this structure in my life. I don't know what mod it might be from. I do have 2 goat horns now, so I can use those whenever it feels appropriate. I found a Brambling and a Bramble Gas, 2 new Pokemon, so I'm currently trying to catch those at this desert village. And it's making a very loud sound. Alright, I found another shiny Geodude. Oh, I caught the shiny Geodude. 56% IVs. Nothing too special. Let me put some of this stuff away. So that's my third shiny Geodude, which is kind of crazy. I just came into this cave to find maybe some cave Pokemon or something, and I just immediately spawned in and I found it. Excadrill? Do I have an Excadrill? Ooh, we don't. I do have Drillbur though. Well, I flew like 20 blocks away and the Excadrill despawned, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. What can I do about it? Not much. There's some bones and stuff in here. Interesting. I just caught Reverum. I don't even know what this is supposed to be, honestly, but I'm at 62% dex completion now as well. So I'm definitely getting back up towards being at 70%, which would be nice to get back to, of course. Ooh, I found a Carnivine here, and I also see some Crogunks on my mini-map. Wait, did they all despawn? I just saw like 4 of them. What the heck? Okay, well, never mind, I guess. I was just trying to get my recording story to show you guys, and they all despawned or something. That's weird. Like, I almost feel crazy now, because there was literally like 6. Maybe they're near the water part. Let's try to get some to spawn again. I still don't see any. Well, we'll find one eventually. I'll fly around the swamp a little bit more. Shelmet, I have that. I don't know if I have a Clodsire. It does not look like I do. Let's catch that. Alright, I got a Mareep because I do need to evolve into an Ampharos for the evolution. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I just need to level it up a little bit more. So I'll put it in the first slot for some free catching XP. Ooh, there's another Eevee over here. I'll throw a Pokeball and see if I catch it. If not, we're out of here. Well, I should probably wait because it's going to despawn if I leave. I guess I should just check the IVs quickly. Alright, the IVs suck, so I'm just going to run away. Let me get out of here, please, Eevee. Alright, I'll throw one more Pokeball and run. Ooh, I found a shiny Scatterbug under this tree. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and catch that. That's another shiny. There is a 2x boost on right now. And I'm loading a bunch of new chunks, so that's probably why I'm getting so lucky with them. Alright, I found a Pidove shiny too. I think it's really just because I'm loading so many new chunks and I'm getting so many chances for stuff to spawn. So let me go ahead and catch this. I might go ahead and go to the Nether or End because I haven't been there in a long time, and there could be some new Pokemon every one of those for me. And if my shiny luck has already been on fire, maybe I'll get a shiny Beldum. Just from flying around the end, I don't know. I think it could be worth a try for sure. And I'm flying around the End City, and I really do think there's a chance to get lucky and get a Beldum. It's just gonna be, well, I'm just gonna have to get really lucky, that's all. But I believe in it. I did find this End City, so I want to find and loot this if there's any chests. I feel like that would be a pretty good idea. Definitely wouldn't hurt. And what did I find? There is basically nothing in here, so... Oh yeah, it's peaceful. I was trying to avoid the shulkers hitting me, but they don't shoot shulkers because it's peaceful, so I don't really have to worry about that, which is really nice. And I guess we can get the Elytra in here. Have I gotten an Elytra yet? I don't know if I have. Let's see. Okay. Oh no, yeah, I haven't. That's my first Elytra. 9 candy, some diamonds, a pickaxe. I might leave the Pokeballs. A helmet. Sure, let's put that on for now. And I think that is essentially the rest. That's it. Okay, so I'm flying around still, just found another End City and got some boots. So maybe I should just finally wear some full diamond. Because, like, a helmet can help you with being underwater. I guess I technically only need boots and a helmet, though, so I could just retire my pants. I also got some more picks, so I can make, like, another maxed pickaxe. And, I mean, that doesn't really hurt. Let's see if I can use a portable anvil and try real quick. Yeah, that costs 11. That's another max pick, so I'm just gonna do it. We can put some Endy on it at some point. But it's an extra, so if I need to borrow it to someone, or if mine breaks, anything like that. Useful to have. Maybe we use it as maybe a Silk Touch one, too, or something. I found a Bastion right here, so I can definitely get a couple of free items from that. Other than that, though, I'm not sure what else there could be for me here. Doesn't look like there's actually too many things. Piece of iron. There's some of these things that can evolve certain Pokemon, but I just don't think they're very useful to grab. I could probably grab them all and put them in a chest in the future, but for now, I'm just looking for new Pokemon flying around. Maybe like legendary Nether spawn could be cool, but honestly, who knows what might be possible. Another fortress, interesting. Maybe there's certain Pokemon that spawn in another fortress, because I have not spent much time in one of these. So I could try to explore this and see if anything special spawns in. I kind of decided to give up on the Nether for now, since I think I have most of the stuff there. I did end up finding that Gligar in my inventory, but other than that, I did not find much. Also, I feel like this guy didn't have a model before, so I think he just got modeled in a recent update, which is pretty cool. I already have him though, but Silcoon and Cascoon. This Cascoon's a different color than the one I saw before, I feel. I might just be remember that incorrectly. This is a pretty big jungle. I also looked up in chat where Giratina spawns, so I might try to get that to spawn. I think that'd be really cool. It's at nighttime though, and it's currently at nighttime, so I'm gonna have to wait. And while I wait, I'm gonna fly around and see if I can get lucky with some different spawns. Okay, there's already in 1 minute and 12 seconds, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go to spawn to try to participate in that and see what it might be. I'm still just flying around looking for some new Pokemon, because I was attempting to get back to 70%, but I don't know if it's gonna be possible this episode, honestly. Well, I guess it's not an episode, it's at 100 days this time. But I do not want to spend too long on one video, especially over the 100 days mark. I do also have some inventory load I need to put away. I haven't been back to my base yet, I guess. Alright, let's stand here and wait. I do have my Pokemon. Just Dragonite is what I'm going to use, but could I pin XP Share and Flaffy? Honestly, I'm not sure. Okay, the raid is Espeon. Nobody else is here though, that's interesting. But I can just go ahead and use Outrage, which does want to kill Espeon, so I can start forming up some damage. And I can at least get some rewards and maybe even possibly a good IV Espeon, I don't mind. Espeon is not a bad evolution, it's pretty good. Alright, and the boss is about to be finished off. Will we get anything good? I'm not sure. Let's switch my Goat Horn. Alright, I got a random Hell Atom and 16 Ultra Balls, which is fine. A Destinat, that would be good for breeding. I kind of need some of those. I'm starting a raid capture session, so after I do that, let's put my Flaff in slot 1. But after I capture, I will probably go ahead and keep flying around, trying to see if I can get some more Dex completion, some new Pokemon, a legendary maybe. Alright, I just went ahead and caught that Espeon. Let's do /Poke Shout 4. And 73% with 2 perfect IVs. Not too terrible. I think I'm probably going to take a break from looking for Pokemon, empty out my inventory, and then finish the Dark Oak outlines on the walls. And then I can start to see how this is looking. And maybe I can open my base up to the public. I have a lot of items and a couple of ores that I can go ahead and put in my auto smelter I showed you guys. Okay, I do believe I did finish placing all of the scaffold outline thing, whatever it's called. Which I think does make the base look a little bit better, so I'm happy with that. I also wonder if there's anything else I could change, just little things, but I don't think there is. My shop is growing pretty good. Do really want to open it soon, but I think there's a couple more things I could do as finishing touches before I do that. I was AFKing for a while to see if I could get a legendary, but the last legendary was 6 hours ago, which does mean we're overdue for one. But I couldn't get it to work. Like, I was trying to stay in certain biomes to get like special legendaries that I would want first. And again, it just really wasn't working for me for some reason. So I'll definitely have to look into that a little bit more. I just started breaking this for some reason. I literally built that customly app. I forgot about that. I also said I wanted this area over here with some more designs and just cool stuff. Some Pokemon maybe. So I could also start working on that if I still want to go through with that. I think it'll be a little bit tricky to build, but it'll definitely be worth it. So I think it's a cool concept. So if I just start breaking a couple of these blocks. And I can fill this pond in right here. Should probably fill in like all the actual water too at some point. So like there's not Pokemon spawning under all the way here. But I'm not going to do that right now on camera because it's just a tedious task that will take me a long time. So we can just start filling this in with some moss. I don't know the design I want to go for in this area either. I just know I want you to be able to like walk through and see a bunch of cool Pokemon. Let's trim this up a little bit too. But I don't want to make it look bad. I guess something like that pretty good. Yeah, I almost think something like this is okay. But I'd say a little bit more trimmed off the side here. Okay, that's okay, I think. And what are these two Pokemon? I don't have this one. Monkey Dory. Interesting. I can't lie, I thought Monkey Dory was a legendary or something, but this does not look like a legendary and it didn't say anything in chat. So it must not be a... But let me catch it either way because I don't have it. Okay, I just tried to use my weakest move on Dragonite. Which I guess obviously killed the level 70 Monkey Dory. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, the Monkey Dory's dead. Rest in peace. I'm gonna go ahead and keep mining now though. And making a little bit of a platform to have everything I want on. My efficiency is very, very useful. Okay, I start building a little bit of a wall right here so I can have like some fence gates and then have some Pokemon displayed right here, or just walk around this enclosure type thing, which I think will end up looking really, really cool. I'm just trying to finish it and get a part where I can start like building a wall from. Like these blocks, for example, we could start somewhat of like a fence gate wall. This one isn't going to be that big. I don't know if I'll make more, but for now I'm just trying to make one around that goes around this circle here and eventually connects back up to right here. Yeah, right here basically. So I'm going to continue trying to do that and see if it works out. Hopefully it will, but you never know. I also have only been using stone and andesite, so I could definitely add in some more blocks to this palette too if it's looking plain. Just depends. And let me place some grass back up here on the backside. I'm gonna have to buy some more of that because I'm out of grass right now, I guess. Thankfully we have a whole shop here we can buy stuff from, and I think that is looking pretty good. Perfect. If I just buy some spruce now and craft those into some fence gates, then let's see if this looks bad or if it looks fine. So if we just go all the way from right here, so this will block the Pokemon from getting out, and then this is what the inside of the pasture area would look like. And then there'll just be like Pokemon that we're proud of roaming around in here. I think that looks really cool, and we can add more too. There'll be multiple areas, and maybe they can be themed. Like this won't be like rock types, maybe? That could be cool. Maybe I'll put my shiny Geodude collection in here. Let's actually start that right now. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna block all of this off, just not right now, but I can definitely start a little bit if I'm building right here with some blocks. There we go. I think that is enough blocked in for now. And I was gonna place a pasture here, so let's block this water off too and then mine it back. Did I leave any water? Okay, now. I'm gonna see if I have any pasture blocks laying around. I should have some in a chest somewhere still. Okay, I did find a couple of pasture blocks. 4 is good enough for now. We're only gonna use 1 at the moment. So let me fly on over here. And where are my Geodudes? 1, 2, and 3. And then we just need to buy some more grass to plop it over this hole. You know what? Maybe we should use moss and a carpet to place over where the pasture is, so we can easily find it again. I think that's a good idea. And then we have all 3 of our shiny Geodudes. I think that's actually really cool. And I should probably build more of some rocky designs in the middle of here then. This is the rock enclosure. I will definitely work on that. Okay, I've done some minor edits to the Geodude enclosure right here, and I think I'm gonna take a break from this area, but this is definitely a cool addition to the base, I think. A lot of the grass is starting to spread. I'm gonna have to find out where to put all the other ones I want still. It's kind of tricky. I could also probably start mining out some of this forest around here too. Why not? Start clearing some things up. In my apricorn farm, I have not been another one yet. I'm kind of just deciding if I wanted to be underground, that's why too. So I'm gonna have a lot of apricorns and it would just be a huge wall. So for those reasons, it's most likely going to be underground. And then I can just go farm whenever I really need apricorns. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not much that I think I could add to the base. I was just trying some slab thing here, but I do not think I should have slabs. It kind of just throws off the walkway. But it was worth a test, I think. Even like a pebble in the road, it's just way too big. Like a pressure plate would almost work. But pressure plates, I mean, I would just rather not have any pebbles on the road. And over here, we could clear out some of this, because right now the bridge just leads to like a big blocked off jungle area. We could definitely make this lead to something a little bigger and more interesting eventually. This probably won't be right now. Maybe my apricorn tower farms could be over here too. It doesn't have to be right next to the base. Something like that could definitely work as well. But for now, I'm taking a break from building in general. I think I'm gonna go look around for some more Pokemon in a moment. I am taking a little bit of time before that though to do some destructing. That's always fun to break stuff. Does it break from the top of the tree? It does. Nice. You don't have to do it at the bottom. Very cool mod that we have here. It makes chopping down stuff so much easier. Okay, yeah, this is just a huge mountain that I'm gonna have to deal with another time. I don't even know where I would start terraforming this. And maybe I don't even have to. Like, we could just have a pathway up right here. I'm already kind of finding out a way for it. A staircase that goes all the way up the mountain, leading to who knows what. But I think that's definitely enough work for this area for now. And this stuff, I probably want to move inside, so why don't we start doing that as well. Everything that I don't need right now, I'll throw out. And then I do have a chest for grass. Let me go put that up. I could also probably just throw it in like the disposal or trash or out. But I think if I do ever need a lot, I don't have to spend more money in it this way. Which might be just a waste of time. But I'm going to keep it for now. I might end up just throwing it out if I need more space though. Okay, I just found an Okidoggy. I don't actually know how to pronounce this guy. I've never played Scarlet and Violet, but Okidoggy, that looks like what his name says. I wouldn't be surprised if it's pronounced differently though. So I'll just call him Dog for now. Let's catch this guy. I found one of these earlier. I don't even know if I put it in the video, but ended up trading it for Darkrai. That's how I got my Darkrai. So I don't mind catching one for myself to get that in my PokeDex to get closer to 70%. I don't know how long this will take though. What is this catch rate? 1%? I should probably go ahead and get in a battle. And this time I will not be using any damage moves. Never again. Alright, and there we go. We caught the dog legendary. Or, I don't know if it's a mythical Ultra Beast legendary or what, but either way, I now have it captured. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in just one of my random boxes where I can keep track of it. I still need to level up Flaffy too, so maybe I should go take a break and do that in the end. Ooh, I was flying around, but there is a Flygon raid, so let's go ahead and participate in that. See if I can't get a little bit lucky. Let's get right in and start attacking. Maybe we'll get a good IV one. Maybe we'll get extraordinarily lucky and get a shiny one. It's possible. Okay, I did get a capture session. We were second place. So I guess we'll see what comes from that. But I'm just going to go ahead and start looking around and see what else I can find. Honestly, I'm not sure if I even have a Trapinch. And I think the second evolution is Vibrava? I don't know if I'm right on that, but I think it is. 2 seconds. And yes, it is a Trapinch. Just go ahead and catch that. It's not shiny or anything. But the Poke IVs are... Okay, those are actually really terrible. Pokeshop 4. 24%. Well, rest in peace. Well, looks like everyone else got unlucky too. 24% is crazy. There's like 1 or 2 IVs in a couple of those categories. I'm gonna keep flying around and looking for other Pokemon, but I think I'm ready to wrap up these 100 days here soon. Just trying to see if I can find anything else. It does suck that I didn't technically get to 70%. So I guess I can't really say that in the intro. That was one of my goals for this video. We did it, but it's not actually 70% anymore. But 8 more percent would take me a while, but you know, maybe I could. Let's go to the end and level up this Trapinch and Flaffy if we need them. Do we need Flygon is the question though. Let me try to see. I don't actually see either of these. Do we not need Flaffy or Trapinch? Yeah, that's what the name is. Yeah, I might have a Flygon already. Oh, we know. Vibrava Flygon, we need that. I just need so many random ones too still. Like this loudmouth Pokemon. What even is that guy's name? Let's look. You know, actually hold off on looking at that one. Oh yeah, and I do need Ampharos. That's the one I need. So I'm gonna go to the end and level both of those up. I also need Wooper. I thought I caught Wooper recently. I might go to a cave and find one of those as well after I level these up in the end. Alright, and Vibrava is ready to evolve into Flygon. I also got Ampharos evolved already. So that does mean we probably went up a percent, hopefully. 63%, nice. That's some pretty good progress. I'm just gonna peek quickly with you guys here. Like, what else is next? We still have Articuno, Zapdos, and there's one missing from there. Moltres? Oh wait, yeah, because I have Moltres, nice. And I have Mew from a raid. So I'm gonna actually fully complete Generation 1, which I did in my last video, just minus the legendaries. At some point here soon. The reason I didn't fully complete it, if anyone's curious and didn't watch it, is just because it was basically impossible in the last video. Because legendaries are pretty rare on Cobble Cove. But it is a lot more possible now. Especially with raids, the legendaries all spawning at even rates. Before it really was impossible. Anyways though, I don't see too many Pokemon I can go out and get easily. Which it makes sense, we're at a pretty good percentage. A lot of legendaries here. Oh, the Gears Pokemon. We could catch one of those and fully evolve it. Alright, so I need a Yanma. I don't know if I need that evolution, but I'll evolve it. And I also need Prinplup and Empoleon, so we can level that up as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all the unknown in my party too, and keep looking through at some of the easy things I can catch. I'm also looking right now for a Clink, I think it's called down here. Let me look if I can see it on the bigger map. Yeah, I haven't found one yet, but I found a shiny one here earlier. I'm pretty sure I recorded that. But I ended up giving it away because I didn't want it, and someone had liked the model, so I just gifted it to them. But I didn't even have one in the first place, so I should have found one out while I was there and evolved it. So I've got to find one and get it leveled up. Okay, I did stumble across a Wooper right here, so I'm gonna go and catch that, because we need Wooper and Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet? There's also a house down here, so I'm not sure what this is from. Ooh, that could have killed that Wooper. That's a big fall right there. Ooh, there we go, we got the Wooper. And it's ready to evolve. 2 new Pokemon right there for us. Okay, I was just FKing here for Giratina, and I actually ended up getting lucky. It's just the timing didn't end up working right, so I got Palkia instead. I thought I got Palkia from a crit already, but I'm gonna catch it just in case I didn't. Unfortunately, it wasn't Giratina. That would have been really awesome, but we will get Giratina someday still. I'm gonna go ahead and catch this Palkia now. I probably want to get a better party though, because I think Palkia may be able to rip through my team. So let me get some of my higher level Pokemon to survive so I can use timer balls. From my knowledge, Palkia doesn't have any crazy like explosion or self-destruct moves too, so I should be good to go into battle. Oh, that's a pretty loud cry. Okay, I caught the Palkia, so I'm gonna find it and try to check the IVs. 65%, but it also has perfect attack and health and speed. So honestly, that's pretty good, I think. As long as it doesn't have a lot of special attack moves. Well, I do have Aqua Tail, which is physical. This drag move seems to be special though, which is definitely unfortunate. But I think I'll keep Palkia. I could use them on my team. Do I have another Palkia in here that I got earlier? Let me see. I think it'd be on a special page. I mean, I don't see it from just going through, but I easily could have missed it too. Okay, so I've been spending a little bit of time leveling up Darkrai and Palkia. I just started on Palkia, but if you see in the left side of the screen, Darkrai is level 88, and they were level 8. These legendaries take like way more XP too, so it's been so long. I think I spent, it was last night, but I think it was maybe over an hour leveling up Darkrai. And now I'm gonna give Palkia a little bit of a turn, because I feel like this Palkia could actually be really good. Because we do have the 3 perfect IVs. If we find physical attack moves and EV train in speed and attack. I don't actually know Palkia's base stats. Like, is Palkia a Pokemon that's okay in speed? Ah, it looks like it's a special attack kind of Pokemon though. Because look at this. Or that might be the nature. That's the nature, never mind. And you can change nature. I actually forget what nature buffs attack, but I can obviously look it up. Either way, right now I don't have any physical moves except for Slash and Aqua Tail. So I am going to go ahead and see what I can do with leveling up. What kind of moves can I get? And the server just added TMs, so right now it's 12 hours, but it's supposed to be 24. There'll be 7 new TMs that you can buy. And right now, none of these look too good, honestly. I feel like I remember reading Embargo wasn't that bad, but I think it was very niche. Not something that I would need. You know, something that might be really fun too is I know X Peppered on the server has a gym that's currently open. It's just like a for fun gym. Player gyms aren't added on the server yet, so if you're watching this video and you want to create a gym, an official player gym, come join the server, get a team ready, because we are going to be adding it in the future. But what I was saying was I could get this team together. I guess I have 2 legendaries though, so I would have to remove one of them. I don't know how many are allowed or if none are allowed. But my idea is that maybe we could have a battle at the end of the video if I do manage to get... Most of my level 100 Pokemon are legendaries. That's kind of sad. I should get level 100 Lucario too, but I'm kind of waiting for my shiny one. Maybe I'm not ready to have a battle yet, I'll see. Because I realized really all my guys are legendaries. Okay, I took a break from leveling and I told everyone my base and shop were open. So let's go over here and spy and see if anybody buys anything. I think that guy might be thinking about it. He has a Team Rocket skin on. Yeah, buy it. Buy that candy, it's really helpful. Yeah, get our money up. Apple Burst is here too. Anybody else? Nope. Alright, I don't think this guy... Wait, did he buy something? He's holding a candy, and he left? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, we have 7,000 unclaimed balance. $7,000, guys, that's insane. I don't think anyone else will stop by my base. Unfortunately so. Well, that's okay, I'm not complaining. Someone checked out they know it exists. That's all we care about. I told everyone to rate my warp. I'm not sure if that counts as bribing, but... maybe there's an exception here. Oh my gosh, wait, we have another visitor. I have to hide. Okay, I've been found out. Maybe these prices aren't too fair. Let's look. Alright, my best pal Expert told me he likes my base, so that's good enough for me. I think the spine arc of the video is gonna have to come to a close here. Let me go up here and put these in my chest. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep looking at my base, selling some items, being a businessman. And we're gonna probably keep leveling up after that. Okay, I did just do a lot of editing on my Pokemon, so I think this is a good team of 6 I could use to challenge a gym or 2 if I wanted to. It only has 2 legendaries, and X Peppered said it was fine if I use even 6, so I think it'll be okay if I use 2 of them. I think using more than 1 is kind of lame most of the time, but I mean, if it's in the rules and that's what I have, I'm gonna go ahead and do it and see how it goes. I think it'll be fun, so I'm gonna do that at the end of this video. So let's do a little bit more leveling and get ready. I think also I'll have Steelix go first and use Stealth Rock. That's the only strategy I have. And I'm gonna try to make Darkrai sleep and use like Dream Eater or something. That's as much of a strategy that I have. Hopefully it goes well. I'm gonna keep trying to level up my Palkia to maybe get a better move, but other than that, I am ready. After the raid is when I was planning on having a battle. Alright, the raid is started. It's actually Gardevoir, so I don't actually mind trying to fight this. Do I have a super effective move? I don't. Does Power Gem one hit kill somehow? Level 93? What the heck? That's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, I think I will try my Dragonite. I guess this one's a variable level. That is pretty cool. I should probably know that's possible, but I didn't know that. I think there's a Galit and Gardevoir right next to me fighting this. That's pretty cool. I don't have any good moves to use, so I'm just going to get like one hit for an assist. If I can get some rewards, and I'm going to continue leveling. Okay, Xpopper just said in chat, I need to create a special set of armor for gym battles, and I jokingly said a suit. So for our battle, I think it might actually be funny. What if we go try to make a black dyed suit to wear? I need some leather though. Let's go see if I have some. Oh, there's not really any in my old base, but I'm pretty sure I have my boots somewhere too, and I found 10. Okay, I have the 3 bottom pieces. Now we just need to see, can I get black dye? Yeah, with the roses. Let's buy 16 of those. Turn into black dye, and there we go. Now we have our full suit ready to battle. This is how we'll look. I like that idea. I think that's funny. I'm in an awfully silly mood today. Hence why I was spying on people and probably laughing too much about it. Okay, anyways. Beautyfly? It says we have it. I don't remember catching that one though. Let's go do some last minute leveling on Palkia, I think, in the end. Because that's our lowest level. I'll throw my extra die out. Ooh, the shop reset because the server restarted to fix an error. Which is good for me because that means, I mean, of course they reset. I think Roost is a team that is actually probably nice to have one of. I don't think I want to add it to any of my Pokemon necessarily right now, but Roost is just a nice healing move that I could see being pretty good. And what does Beat Up do? Okay, it does look like a good move, but it's like kind of specific, so I probably shouldn't, I'm not gonna try to buy it. It seems like you need to have a specific team for it to kind of work out in a strategy, which I definitely don't have. Okay, I once again did a bunch of training on all my team members, and I got some health items on all of them that seemed like it'd be okay. I spent some money in the shop, got some from my chests, and I'm also just training this Palkia a little bit more if I can. I swapped out some moves, did a little bit of EV training here and there with some vitamins, but I think I'm happy with how it turned out. This is a pretty good team. Let's see if I can beat Xpepper's gym. He's currently battling someone else, so I can't do this second, but I'm excited to try. And that might be the ending of the video, I can't lie, but who knows. I'm just gonna keep leveling up Palkia in the meantime. Okay, I'm at the fairy gym. I have to walk up the steps. I'm ready with my team. I gotta replace my Pokemon in the right slots too. Oh yeah, I am fully ready. I'm here. Looks like I gotta wait a second. I'm waiting down here for something. I'm flying down the Elytra. That's pretty cool, honestly. Alright, let's go down to the gym and have the battle of a lifetime. Ooh, the full netherite. I brought a suit with me, I have to say that too. May the worst battler win, because that is definitely me. Battle, max to 100. Alright, I guess we're using Palkia first. So what type even is this thing? Who knows? I think we'll start off by... What is in the chat? Okay, so I did have it wrong, unfortunately. Alright, let's just try a random move first. Immune to dragon. I have a lot of dragons, so hopefully all these just aren't immune to them. Let's try a fighting move. Oh, fake out. I couldn't hit or something. Oh, no. Knockoff. No! Alright, I'm not doing too hot in this battle, I'm not even gonna lie. So my Palkia is dead. Let's send out Steelix, that's who I wanted to go first originally. We do have a super effective move, but I just don't know if it's worth it to do Stealth Rock first. Let's try it. Please, please don't go on and kill me, please. This is the start. I'll only get better at battling from here. I didn't do any type matchups too. I have no idea what is good against. I think I know it's a fairy gym, but Stealth Rock. Polished stones are floating in the air. And now we're gonna use Fire Fang out of nowhere. No one's gonna expect Steelix to have that. Ooh, the moves are doing no damage. Felix and another team, it's not looking too hot for you. We're gonna use that fire thing one more time. Hopefully it gets us something good. Play rough. Oh, no damage, bud. Your Felix is dead. See ya. It happens. Unfortunately, it does happen. Let's go behind our battle area right here that he made for us. Ooh, super effective Fire Fang. I do get excited when I see something like that. No. No! That literally would have been a good attack. Okay. That's a water type, so we do not want to send out our fire type. Why don't we try some shenanigans with the Darkrai we have? Let's try Hypnosis and the Dream Eater. Please work. Yes! Fell asleep! Hopefully that's not against the rules. Nice. They woke up, but I ate the dream. And my... Oh! No. Okay, the Darkrai is dead. It is not looking good for us, guys. Let's send out Haxorus. Actually, let's do Dragonite, because we have Thunder something on here. Yeah, Thunder Punch. You're done, Prismarina. No more. This is actually X-Pepper's Dragonite too, by the way. This is Cinema. Yeah, this is his that he gave me. Well, he sold it to me. Super effective. Ooh, please one hit kill, please one hit kill. And the Stealth Rock already got him lowered a little bit. Getting finished off by his own Dragonite. That's dirty. I cannot lie. My own Pokemon in the chat, he says. Wait, I don't have any really special move against this, so... Why don't we try move that Mind Leaf Paralysis? I think will be our best bet. No. I think this Pokemon's pretty powerful. Alright, let's try Chandelure. We're gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp to send the burning effect. Oh no, we just got one hit killed. Well, I guess our last hope is Haxorus. And Haxorus is not a Pokemon I really put much effort into. Well, there goes my team. I'm gonna ask him how many Pokemon he had left. Alright, I did lose. 3 Pokemon left. Let me just Poke Heal. I don't even need to, but... List of champions? We could have been the first one there. I feel like I did a pretty great job, too. That was fun. No one's won yet. Well, that is a pretty good team you have there, X-Peppered. Even my suit could not give me that win. So, let's put my suit away. I don't deserve this suit anymore. That's a joke. Yeah, my Haxorus definitely was really bad. And I guess... I think some of his moves are super effective against me. I probably bought some bad types. Fairy Dust seemed like a pretty good type from that battle. Some of those Pokemon were pretty strong. But honestly, I think I might go ahead and call the video there, guys. We caught multiple legendaries. We got to 75% once, and I guess we'll have to do it again. I made some good progress with my base, which was the main focus of this video. My shop is open. We did some spying. That was all really fun, but send the video to a friend if you enjoyed it. It really helps out the channel. Leave a like. Join the Cobble Cove server if you like Cobblemon. It's on Fabric, the latest version of Cobblemon. It's a pretty cool server. You can get everything for completely free. You don't have to spend money, but there's always the option if you want to progress a little bit faster and support the server. And we take any suggestions. If you feel like something's a little bit bad or you want it to be changed, we always are looking into those suggestions and trying to change some stuff up. Anyways, yeah, join the server, leave a like, subscribe. See everyone in the next video.